What up, everybody? It's your boy, Justin, JC Fitness, the natty one. Just wanted to talk about what I see in the gym, man, and what I see in fitness in general with these guys that do this extra cardio, this extra stuff, as I call it. When it comes to running outside, which I don't mind running outside, that's fine. Like, I'm gonna start running outside just because it's nice weather. But when I see guys running 6 miles, when I see guys doing all these like burpee cardio, box jumps, whatever. It could be anything. Just monkey ups, monkey doo-wops. It's like, bro, like, use your nutrition is the key. The nutrition is the key. And a lot of people respect me because they know me and they either work with me, past co-workers, they work with me in Philly, or they worked with me in Charlotte. So they see me or most people have seen me at a fatter stage, 220 pounds. And so they respect me because they know, I'm natural, number one. And number two, obviously this dude had to put a lot of work in, right? So I'm not just this influencer that's on like SARMs and on test, right? So the thing is, so people respect my opinion, right? So what I'm saying is you have to, your diet is the key. That's the key, man. Like, you can't outwork a bad diet. You're in there for an hour. Your body looks the same year in, year out. Nothing has changed. I don't care if you go from one machine for 30 seconds, you're and then you go to the next, you go to a calf machine, and then you run to the squat machine. It doesn't matter. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, that's my pace in the gym. I'm just 1, 2, 3, and I look 10 times better. And you're looking the same every year. You're looking the same. Nothing's changed. Know why? Because your wife comes home, she cooks this meal with canola oil, pasta. The sauce has 500 calories in it. She don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. You know what I mean? It is true. It's like, hey, it's like, bro, it's like, come on. You have to care. Oh, I can't lose weight. My wife comes home from the grocery store and she just brings cookies and I eat them. It's like, are you a man or you're not? A lot of people don't have discipline. A lot of people don't. They go to the gym because their homeboys go. I've seen that too. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about you. In the past, you played football in high school. Your homeboy wanted to be a bodybuilder, men's physique guy. You wanted to work out. You know what I mean? Then you fell off because it wasn't you. You were doing it because he was doing it. And that's what you see. You see a lot of copycat, and that's why I kind of stick to my own lane. I have my headphones on. I've never been one to copy people. I've always been self-motivated. I've always been a loner wolf. Probably could have went pro in sports just because you have that mentality. You just need a little push from like an adult, figure. But I don't really need much. But a lot of y'all, man, y'all need that, like, that group. You need that person to, and that's sad, man. That's really. I've learned to be. You have to learn to be self-independent in this world, man. Like, and you see a lot of grown men are just influenced by other people. It's nothing wrong with looking up to somebody. And like, I like what Chris Jones does. Obviously, if you know me, I post a lot of Chris Jones stuff because it's good information. Plus, he's natural. I try not to post people that aren't natural. I don't respect people that are on SARMs. I don't respect people that are on steroids. Most of these people are on. It's a cheat code, man. It's a cheat code. and half of them really don't look any better. It's just they're just bigger. But for the most part, there's people that are on trend that look like shit. Locally in North Carolina, I mean, on a natural level, I mean, you know, not too many people can really mess with me on a natural level for sure, for the size wise. But you know, it's just people just need to just do their own thing and be true to yourself. You know, not everybody's going to look like me. Not everybody's going to want to have abs and stuff like that at 34 years old. People don't want that. You know, people want to go out to the buffet, but I feel like it's a balance. You know what I mean? It's a balance you got to have. I still want to be able to see my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all can't even see your dick. You know, that's the wild part. You know what I mean? So, so, you know, at a certain time, you got to be real with yourself. You can't be you can't be complacent just because you're married, you got kids. It's like your wife is still hugging on you, but she's squeezing on your titties. You know, if you feel low key, you're feeling self-conscious. You know, your daughter's feeling on you, squeezing on your titty. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. Like, you know, that's just not cool, man. And low key, nobody's really looking up to that. You know, she may love you for you, but at the end of the day, man, come on, man. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that shit. And then both of y'all fat. So anyway, you know, the thing is, not everybody's gonna be self-motivated. A lot of people aren't self-motivated. They need some sort of influence or something like that. And you know, fitness. A lot of fitness is genetics. So of course, black people, Hispanic people, when they start lifting, of course they're gonna look usually better than most. They're gonna keep their size than most. So you got a few white guys that can kind of compete in the men's physique, but you know, it's a kind of more of a rare genetic thing for them to have that size. That's why you see a lot of Africans and stuff like that. They just naturally always cut up. Pure Africans, Nigerians, and stuff like that. You see a lot of those guys, but you know, if you're just doing fitness for a lifestyle, I get it. But just, you know, my biggest thing is like, you know, take your time in the gym. You know, you don't have to rush all going from machine to machine. I do a lot of high volume, right? I do a lot of high volume exercises, and I'm big on high volume. I don't do no 3 sets. It's 4 sets of everything, and every machine, everything is calculated. Everything is a purpose. I'm not walking around with a notepad. I don't know why people walk around with a notepad. I don't, like, you have a bad memory. Your memory's that bad. You don't know what you do. But I let the muscles tell me what to do. And some people just are natural. Some people are just natural at certain things. Some people can play the piano. Some people can, you know, memorize the Bible. Some people, it's just, I mean, I guess it's just everybody's different. You know, there's different levels to this. But yeah, just take your time, man. And really, the main point of the conversation is the diet is the key. I don't care if you run 10 miles, 15 miles outside, you run a 6-minute mile. That doesn't matter. Your diet, you're still obese, because after you run the miles, you go eat crumble cookie. Okay? You don't count macros, you're guessing. If you don't count macros, you're guessing. Period. You're guessing. You're assuming that, oh, these 2 pieces of salmon are good. Like, it's good for you, but those 2 pieces of salmon are 500 calories a piece. That's 1,000 calories. If you're in an 1,800 calorie for the day, I mean, and then you have some breakfast and lunch, man, you're for sure going to be over that. You know, and the only way to know where you're at is to count macros. The first 10 pounds is easy to lose. Everybody should be able to lose 10 pounds. Usually that's sodium, that is, you know, just bad habits dissolving. But once you get into the 12% body fat, 11% body fat and lower, your body gets used to that 2,000 calorie amount a day, 1,800 calories. You have to start really having refeed days, tricking the body, bringing the carbs up. It's a science behind this. A lot of people can't do that. And then when you lose the weight, guess what people do? They lose the weight, they get down to their target weight, And then they start eating what they want to eat, and guess what? They gain all that weight back. Because you know what? You can gain 20 pounds in literally almost like 2 days. You can gain what you lost, and because when you drop 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds without really a diet break, you ruin your metabolism. A lot of people don't understand that. That's why it's called reverse dieting. So when you reverse diet, you slowly bring your calories back up, like maybe 100 calories a week. If you're at 1,800 calories, you bring it up to 1,900 calories. And then you still got to monitor your weight gain, because you don't want to do too much. But going back full circle, you can't outwork a good diet. And honestly, when I go to the gym, I'm probably one of the few people you see that has made a full transformation, because it's the diet, it's the calorie deficit, or if you're bulking, it's the calorie surplus, which I'm not a big fan of bulking. Chris Jones, he likes dirty bulking. He doesn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But it is a lot of work to lose 20, 30 pounds, man. Like, that is a lot of work. That, to me, that's not really that fun. Once I get down to 176 and I go back up to what's it called, 180, I'm gonna stay at 180, and I may bulk to 185, man. And I'm talking like a pound every week and a half type situation, you know what I mean? And you don't dirty bulk. You don't just eat whatever you want. You just add a little bit of carbs, lower your proteins, and that's what it is. But anyway, if you want to lose weight, if you want to do it the right way, the proper way, because that's another thing. Just one more thing. I talked to one of my homeboys. He was like, "Oh, I used to be 176, blah blah blah, before I went to boot camp or whatever." Listen, God bless him. That's my best friend. But listen, there's a difference between losing weight and having muscle and losing weight, because I can lose weight by not eating. My goal is 176. I'm 181 right now. I can literally eat a Pop-Tart and 2 eggs for the whole day, and I'll be 176 in 2 days. But guess what? I'm burning muscle. You see what I'm saying? So that defeats. So if you want that 3D look, you got your delts. When I'm in there and I'm doing my dumbbells, people are looking, because a lot of people haven't seen somebody with 3D delts, the delt in the back popping, the delt in the front, the delt in the side. Most people don't see that. And most time they see some shit like that is on Baki, on anime. Okay? So in order to keep that muscle, you have to keep your protein high, which they say 1 pound per body weight, but really you want to do about 3 or 4. If I'm 181, I would still want to get about 200 grams of protein when I'm cutting. There's nothing wrong with the amount of protein. So when you cut, you keep that muscle mass with the proper training. Not a lot of cardio. The most cardio I do is like 30 minutes. Okay? On the Stairmaster, or on a treadmill on level 10 on level 3 speed, okay? That's it. I'm not running 5 fucking miles. Okay? I'm not doing that. You don't have to do that. That's fucking retarded. That's why you have runner legs. You don't have no quads. You have no legs. That's why you have soccer legs. Okay? That's why sprinters have sprinter legs. Like they do a quick dash. They're not running a 400 meter dash or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what you want. It depends on what your physique. I want to look like Baki. I want to look like an anime character. You like Goku? I'm Goku. See what I'm saying? So that's how that works. It depends on what you want to look like. People say, "Oh, I don't care. I don't want to look like that." Well, that's because you can't look like that. You don't have the discipline to look like that. That's why you don't want to do that. Because your wife comes home cooking and you don't want to piss her off. I don't care. If my wife comes home with some shit that doesn't fit the macros, I'm not eating that shit. Okay? She can be mad. I give it to my daughter. She can eat it. Hopefully she barely eats it. She about the size of a 6-year-old. She 3. So yeah, like if it doesn't fit my macros, I don't care. And people know me at work. I don't eat at work. It's discipline. It takes a certain person. Hopefully my son, I pray to God, is just like me. He's gonna go super far, especially with a dad like me, super far. The expectation is super high, because it's just a mentality you have. You either have it or you don't. Hopefully he has that gene. You know, some genes, some I'm lacking, but determination and being by yourself if you have to be, and pushing through stuff. Whoo! I hope he has that, because my son's gonna be a hell of a person. Hard to fuck with. But anyway, that's enough rant for today. That was good. Next video is gonna be a shopping vlog. People ask me, what do I eat? You know, me and my wife, we all go to Sam's Club. I'll show you what I eat. I keep it simple. I mean, because when you're on an 8-week cut, keep it simple. Get done with the cut. And next vlog, we'll talk about cheat meals, and if I do cheat meals. Not really, but it's an 8-week cut. If it's a 16-week cut, sure, but if it's an 8-week cut, let's get this shit over with. I ain't got time to be messing around and having a cheat meal and going up 4 pounds, and now I'm behind 4 days in progress because I had a cheat meal. It's not worth it. But anyway, I'm out. Yes sir.